AITA for snapping at my husband for repeatedly bringing up breast surgery. Plus update. I 27F have been married to my husband 34 meters for over a year. We've been together for 6 years. He's a gym freak, which I don't have a problem with, except for when he sometimes tries to impose his routine on me, pressure me into adopting his dietary habits. I exercise too. I'm 5'6", 130 lbs, but I enjoy my food and nothing will change that. That's not what I'm posting about though. Lately I can't wear a dress without him telling me I look good, but that I would have looked better if I had that breast augmentation surgery. He never complained about my breasts for 6 years until the past 4-5 months. I've told him before that I'm not against it, but not planning to get one. It took me years to regain my confidence because my mother used to make hurtful remarks about my chest, like if it's something I didn't achieve. A few days ago we were having ding dong and he didn't hesitate to remind me again that I would look 10 times better with the implants, which turned me off instantly. I don't remember what I exactly said, but I said something along the lines of, "I know how it feels. Never mind, you're the perfect size." The big ones hurt anyway. He got mad and called me immature and all. Mind you, he's been pressuring me to have the surgery for months now, and I never snapped at him. Edit. I'm in a cup. Yesterday we were getting ready to go to his friend's wedding, but I ended up staying home. He brought up the surgery again and I snapped at him. I reminded him that we dated for 5 years before we got married. He had plenty of time to realize that I'm not good enough for him and break up with me to find a woman who has what he's looking for. I do have eyes. He's right, I'm flat-chested, but I have a nice body overall. He said he loves me and wants to be with me, but feels he could be more attracted to me with bigger breasts. I ended up telling him to go alone. I can't shake off the feeling that our recent arguments are taking us down a toxic path. It's not the kind of relationship I want for us. Is this worth considering divorce over? Other than this, we do get along very well, but I feel like he's taking me back to the days when I would stand in front of the mirror for minutes thinking I would never find a man who would like me if I myself don't like what I'm seeing. First update. I sat him down last night and just like usual he tried to change the subject. I made it clear to him that it's either we talk about it now or he never ever brings breast surgery up again. Well, that did it for him. I asked him why he suddenly, after 6 years together, want me to get one. He wouldn't give me a straight answer. I told him if I'm to consider having one, he needs to be honest with me about what changed in the past few months. He grabbed his phone and showed me some women's pictures on his phone, and let me tell you, they weren't Instagram models. They were 100% of models. He showed me more than 5 pictures with no shame or the slightest consideration of my feelings. With each pic he said things like, "See, you would look 10 times hotter, she's not even as gorgeous as you are." But I asked him if I decide to never get the surgery, would he ever drop the idea? Like, can we move past it? He said it's something he can't stop thinking about because he really feels like he would be more attracted to me and that I myself would feel more confident with the boob job. I do have eyes, and just like I know how small my chest is, I know that I have a nice body figure. People see, people compliment, so they can't all be liars. I asked what he ever liked about me in general, because from the pictures he showed me I didn't see any woman that resemble me even a bit. He said that I'm gorgeous and have a killer smile and he likes my curvy hips. I asked if there's anything else he likes about me in general. I was hoping he would mention something other than my body or anything, and all he said was, "Your lips." I told him since I'm considering breast augmentation surgery, is there anything else he thinks I could fix so he feels more attracted to me while we're at it? I hope that he would at least say, other than my boobs, he loves everything about me. He said, "You're good." I told him I will think about it and said goodnight because I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of seeing my tears. I don't know if I'm just naturally stupid and never paid attention to the red flags, or he just decided to show me his true colors now that we're married. By the way, since some asked, yes, he does know about my history with my mother. He initiated sex later and I told him there's a lot on my mind right now. He didn't even argue and after like 5 minutes said, "I will pay for it. Don't you worry about that." When we met he was around 230 pounds, he's 5'8" and never went to the gym before. He's 190 pounds now. I'm mentioning this because some said I hooked up with him for his looks or physique. Physique wasn't on the table back then. but it never or would matter to me as long as the person in front of me cares about me for who I am. I myself not perfect. Anyway, he was so insecure about his looks, and I never ever said a thing about it. I used her still voice how I love this and that about him. I boosted his ego just for him to decide that he would be more attracted to me if I get a boob job after 6 years together. And for those saying I'm lazy for not going to the gym with him and that he wants what's best for me, I said I do exercise, yes, I'm in a cup and I know it's not for everyone and I respect that. But I'm fucking gorgeous. My mother or him or anyone else won't change that. I'm a babe, deal with it. He himself used to mention how I get looks all the time when we're out. I felt hurt and cried because it hurts to not feel desired by the person you love the most and want to be desired by. Other than that, I'm perfectly happy with my body. And if I ever decide to get the boob job, I will get it for me, not for someone who finishes into minutes and can't even hit the spot. I need time to make a plan before I start the process. When everything is ready and I have a place lined up, I will serve him the papers. By the way, I will initiate as X tonight and every night until the day I serve him at it. I get it now, it's a bad idea, but I will go with it for tonight at least. I bought a toy today thrice his size and I'm using it right after he finishes. If he goes low, I'm going lower until I have an exit plan ready. Update. Hi! First of all, for those who have been asking for an update and were excited to know how the toy plan went, I know this is disappointing, but I couldn't go through with it. I couldn't let him touch me after everything he said, and using it in front of him also would have been a treat for him. Besides, I didn't want to risk getting pregnant because I know my luck. Who would want to go through morning sickness and labor for 2 minutes? Anyway, I left the toy on my nightstand and he saw it the next morning and asked me about it. I told him that since we decided to be open about our sexual needs and he advised me not to take them personally, I thought he wouldn't mind me trying to get the job done after all these years. He said that was immature of me and that I was just trying to hurt his feelings. I told him that's exactly what he did and left for work because why bother now? Now for the update. I started the process of divorce a few days after the last update. He will be served in a week or 2. I left him 3 days ago and took my belongings while he was at work and called to let him know. He's been calling and texting non-stop since. His younger sister called the same day. His older brother called twice last night and texted me asking what happened, saying that my ex-husband is going crazy trying to reach me and that I should at least answer his calls and communicate like adults. I called my ex-husband to let him know that if he sends me another member of his family to try and get me to talk to him, I will just send them a pic of my chest alongside a pic of one of those of models he showed me and let them know that I can't talk to him until I go from this to this. Until then, I don't want to hear from or about him, and that until then will probably take forever. He got the message and apologized. Said he will give me some time to cool down. That's all. I found myself a really nice place to stay in temporarily until the divorce is finalized. I know I seem like I'm not taking this seriously, but it's the only way for me to not break down. I do feel sad. Not sad that I'm getting divorced, but sad that I'm losing someone I thought would never make me go through something like this and leave me no choice but to leave him. I'm still in love with the man I met 6 years ago. Not this man he turned into. But not gonna lie, I love myself more now. I have to choose myself and take care of me no matter what people around me think. My sisters know that I'm getting divorced. My mother will probably know through them.